What the heck? Why is it that easy to break out? Welcome back, super friends and super family. I am Thor, your friendly neighborhood god of thunder. Today I'm reacting to Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 4, Episode 6. So, don't know what we're in for this episode. Excited to be checking out some more Buffy. Last episode was a lot of fun. We got to see Buffy drunk, Buffy as a cave woman, and Buffy smash Parker on the head. If that's not like 3 big wins off the bat, I don't know what is. But yeah, so I don't know. Is Parker the new villain of this season? Is that the official like declaration amongst the Buffyverse and Buffy fans? Is he the ultimate villain, or are we gonna have more formidable big bad who's actually a little scary? I mean, Parker is. I mean, he's a loser. Is he really that scary? I don't think so. It's like, I feel like now, hopefully, there's no more dealing with Parker. I mean, right? What else can be done with him? I feel like we've gone through, like, Buffy, you know, has kind of gone through the arc. Like, she was attracted to him, she liked him, she thought he was a good guy, she realized he was a bad guy, but kind of, like, still couldn't get over him fully, and now she's reached a full development, smashing him on the head. Hopefully we're done with that. I mean, do we need to see more of him? I don't know. What else can you do with him? Turn him into a supervillain? I feel like that would almost be a little bit cheap if he, like, joins the side of the vampires or something like that, because I don't know, I like the balance. We can have some characters who are bad influences, you know, just kind of losers and selfish people who hurt others without needing to make them these over-the-top monsters. You know, not everyone needs to be the master over here. There's a place. There's different categories of evil, and some are more exciting than others, some are more extreme than others, but, you know, there's nastiness comes in all types of forms. But we'll see. Who knows? Who knows? I really don't know what we're in for this episode. I'm excited to see. As always, the full reaction is up on Patreon, as well as future episodes if you don't want to wait. If not, I'll be releasing episodes of Buffy and Angel in the Slay Alive watch order as voted by the patrons. But let's just get into today's reaction. Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 4, Episode 6. Who are you running from?
Thanks for the relocate. I perform better without an audience.
Okay, you guys fell for that trap? Not the smartest group of vampires.
You could make a little effort here, you know? Give me something to work with.
Uh-oh. The universe might have given you an answer. Spike? Come on! Come on, yes, yes. This is amazing.
The big bad is back. And this time...
What? Was Sidious behind him? What the heck? Dang, I was just in the middle of celebrating the fact that we got another episode with Spike. Who the heck hurt Spike? How dare you? How dare you hurt the best character, man?
Giles, trouble?
Oh, no, Buffy, don't get up. No, nothing like that. No, I just, you know, I thought I'd, drop by.
You just coming to hang? This really is the new Giles.
Thank you very well.
Sorry? Yes.
That smile from Xander.
I think it's brave that you're here.
Well, thank you. Oh,
That felt
right
condescending.
at home.
You're trying to escape?
That was a cool line from Xander, actually. Wait, is that same singer that hypnotized Oz?
Oh, we're up next Friday.
I mean, maybe I'm giving Oz too much credit. Maybe he just is, like, attracted to this female singer, you know? Better be careful. Willow's gonna put a spell on you, lady. You don't know who you're messing with.
All Geminis to the raspberry hats.
What?
Now you're faking.
You can lock yourself up. It's only this 1 month after orientation.
Something's gonna go wrong. I just have a bad feel.
The only thing I mind is being away from you for 3 nights.
I mean, come on, see, like, how sweet they are together. I feel like there's something outside of Oz's control happening with that girl.
This is excellent. You did better than me. This is so unfair.
Don't get jealous, Willow.
And she wants me to lead a discussion group next class. That means more work, right?
Yes.
Shouldn't she have a better reward system?
Or less homework? Less homework? Oh no. Oh no. What is this? Not a good look here, Oz. Not a good look. Oh. Is there anything more painful?
I'm actually talking ants. But it's easy to get confused the names they give them.
Oh, this sucks. This so sucks.
You know, I gotta bail.
I was like, this is just too awkward. I'm out. You know what? Forget it. I actually have to leave. I'll leave you alone.
Feelings about other guys sometimes. But I feel guilty. I flog and punish.
What the heck? Why is it that easy to break out? They're not gonna kill off this professor, are they? Oh, so that's her secret. She's a werewolf too, isn't she? I'm assuming that's Veruca. Maybe not. Maybe it's a random werewolf. I swear, this scene better not go the direction I think it's gonna go. I mean, that must have been Veruca, right? Who else could it have? Now what? Now what? I mean, he wasn't... As a werewolf, he doesn't have any control over himself, because, like, he would kill Willow, so, like, it's not really his fault.
Right. You don't remember.
She does? She remembers everything?
You know what I am.
But how did you become one?
You've known since the first time you saw me.
Okay, that explains.
Maybe you just want to pretend like you're a regular guy.
I am.
He wants to be a werewolf without hurting others.
And this human face is just your disguise. You ever think about that, Oz?
I'm going.
It sounds like she's like, watch one movie where a villain tries to justify his actions, and she's like, that's so cool.
Soon you just start to feel sorry for everybody else. Because they don't know what it's like to be as alive as we are.
Don't listen to her.
You don't understand. But you will.
What does
You'll
that
see that we
mean?
belong together.
Oh, okay. I thought there was like an extra information about being a werewolf she was withholding. And I mean,
See you tonight.
they really need a better cage system. Like, it's not like this is his first time being a werewolf. Get a system down that works, people.
I hope you're careful when you walk around campus after dark. I was attacked by wild dogs.
That was no... She thought that was a dog? Come on.
Yeah.
Is he gonna tell Willow what happened? I mean, I hope he does. I hope he does, man.
To you and Veruca.
I didn't notice anything.
Come on, you gotta open up and explain some things, bro.
Maybe you could help me. Stop. I'd really.
Oh, shoot. She's gonna find... This is the worst way to find out.
What's wrong?
Sorry,
Just come clean.
I didn't get any sleep, I guess. I'm really beat.
I mean, you can see how that would be difficult to explain and to admit to.
Willow, you don't have to.
No, I should. I don't have much time. I'll see you later.
I mean, even the truth, like, I feel like Willow would be hurt in a way, but I feel like it's less hurtful than her feeling inadequate or feeling like something else is going on.
That ended the 30 Years' War.
In Peace of Westphalia.
Yalta.
Oh, you moron!
Oh, Giles, I love that you talk to your TV. He could be a reactor. I would watch Giles's reactions any day, man.
Good, right, get right on it. I'll see what I can find out. And you'll report back to me?
ASAP.
Nice quick meeting there. No time wasted.
You know,
If you're doing it, I think you should be able to say it.
That seems to make sense.
Or the girl caught the guy in one of the 7 annual minutes. He's legitimately too preoccupied to do it.
7 annual.
I'll bet that's all there is to the weird you're feeling. You guys should talk things out, Will. You both feel better.
I mean, that is good advice, communication, right? Xander coming through with some good pointers. I hope he doesn't lie to Buffy as well.
About a woman being chased by 2 wild dogs.
2, really?
See, he's not even telling the truth, man.
Oz? Oz, are you okay?
I'm glad Buffy realized something's up.
Somehow you seem more monosyllabic than usual.
I'm okay. Thanks.
Buffy, trust your instincts. Something's going on. I mean, Oz, as great as he is, you know, he's just a human like all the rest of the characters, which I appreciate, but he's not perfect.
So this is why you called me here? To see your habit trail?
This is not a good idea, doing this by yourself, Oz.
Alone. Locked in a cage.
You'll be safe.
Did you think this through, Oz? Is not a good plan, bro. Oh, great. And this is not you as a werewolf yet, bro. This is you making a choice. Ah, well, let's see. Let's see what happens now with their relationship. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I mean, that's literally what Oz experienced with Xander and her, pretty much, right? Like, walking in on them.
You're in there with me.
I bet.
She's like me, a wolf.
Come on, that's not an excuse, dude.
She was gonna hurt somebody. I didn't have a choice.
Yes, you did. Your choice was to talk to other people, man, and figure out another solution.
Girl's got a point.
Leave.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, what are you even doing here? Like, commenting on their relationship talk.
And that's as bad as...
I know how it feels. I remember.
Oz, how could you do it? How could you, man?
Not with whatever you've been doing with her.
I don't know what Farouk and I have done. When I change, it's like...
You did it before you changed, dude. Plus, you came up with this plan. Come on. First, we lose Buffy and Angel. We lost Giles and Jenny. And now we're losing Oz and Willow. Be careful! Oh my gosh, don't tell me. Oh my gosh. That was close.
Willow, what's the matter?
Maybe you should take her home?
Yes, please do. Stay with her, Buffy. Keep an eye on her. She's in such a bad state.
It's not worth hurting yourself over.
Oh, he just saved her life. Well done, man.
The main thing is put the blame where it belongs. Don't hurt yourself.
Yeah, please, please follow that advice. She doesn't look like she's in a good state, though. Someone should stay with her. Get Xander or something.
Yeah.
I wish Xander was staying just to keep an eye on her, or Giles, somebody. Don't use your magic to get revenge. Well, here we go.
Buffy, you should know that...
Oz. Now might be a good time for your trademark stoicism.
That's a nice way to say shut up. And I get why Buffy's mad. Like, you hurt her friend. Like, she's obviously so close with Willow, and you hurt her like that. Like, it's not cool.
And Veruca's deceitful hearts be broken.
Now she's being like Xander, like, kind of turning to magic out of her own, like, romantic unhappiness.
Unless she wanted to throw you off the scent.
Oh, she's smart. Is she going after Willow? No. Veruca's just straight up evil, man. She and Parker would actually make a good fit, wouldn't they?
Let this image seal his fate. Not to love, only hate.
Forever? Permanently? Come on, don't do this, Willow. You're better than that. Come on. Good, good. Well done.
Sometimes you have to.
Fight her with magic, Willow. Come on.
The sun's almost down.
I hope you have some self-defense magic ready to go. What the heck? Oh, I forgot these guys.
You don't have the tea.
You don't know what I have. You don't know anything about me.
That's so true.
I have his scent on me right now.
She's just being, like, unspeakably cruel.
Hurt me. You leave her out of this.
How can I? She's the reason you're living in cages.
Oh my gosh, that's why she's coming after Willow.
We kill.
Is he gonna kill her now as a werewolf, you know? Come on, Willow, can't you cast some sort of spell? Do something? Holy, just like that? She's dead? You better be careful, what if Oz turns on you? Oh, just in time, Buffy. Well done. How is Willow gonna recover after all this?
It's like it hurts too much to form words.
I mean, I'm sure Buffy can relate with the pain she suffered with Angel.
No?
Dang, is it final?
Don't I get any say in this?
No.
Jeez, what happened, Oz?
I shouldn't be around you. Or anybody.
But she doesn't get a say in it? I mean, he's honestly a lot like Angel now, you know?
Oz, don't you love me?
Oh, come on.
I've never loved anything else.
Such good acting. Jeez, that's really good crying. I can't believe this is what's happened with them. They were... I mean, does that mean he's going to be out of the show now, too? I wonder if that's the reason why they wrote this story arc, because Seth Green was off doing other projects. That sucks, though, man. Another rough ending for another. These last two episodes have had some pretty depressing endings, man. Actually, the last episode of Angel, I'm watching in the Slay Alive watch order, but jeez. All right, so that is Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 4, Episode 6. So, well, the show did it. I mean, I guess I should have expected it since, you know, one of the things that has been so consistent since starting this show is just, you know, not sugarcoating the humanity and the flaws in all the characters, you know, even the good guys. And Oz, I guess, kind of joins that list. I've been on record as kind of saying that Oz is one of the most, you know, just noble characters who doesn't really have that many apparent weaknesses. But, you know, just you spend enough time with anyone, you know, even people who are good, even people that you love, you know, nobody's perfect. That's just the truth of the human experience. And it's tough. It's tough kind of seeing Oz mess up in such a big way, especially in such a way that's just so heartbreaking for poor Willow. I mean, that was brutal. I mean, I will just say some really, really strong emotional acting in this episode. Really, really impressed, you know, especially when you're dealing with these very dramatic moments, these intense, you know, relationship things. I feel like they can come across as quite cheesy if the performance isn't strong, but I don't think that this episode suffered in that sense in any way. So well done for the cast. But it's tough. I mean, Veruca was a pretty nasty character, right? I mean, she reminded me a bit of Faith with her attitude of just, here she is, this younger person who stumbles upon this power. And, you know, of course, the Scoobies, a lot of them have these gifts or these powers or this special knowledge of what's going on in the universe. But, not everyone is so well-intentioned when they stumble across, other things going on in reality, right? It just makes sense that for every character like Buffy who has this power, for every character like Oz, who turns into a werewolf and is worried about how they can harm others, there's someone else out there who has that same ability, has that same power, and their priorities are just different. They're out for themselves and what they can gain. And, just that same justification where, I have the ability to take something, to go after something, and I get it. I deserve it. Because why not? I have this strength. It's a very, it's the self-serving nature of evil, right? And especially for someone younger, you can see just, I would imagine, and once again, I'm playing the classic armchair psychologist, but just looking at a character like Veruca, I would really imagine that, yes, she was particularly drawn to Oz because, I'm sure that because the fact they're both werewolves, there's a special kind of instinctual drive to be together. But I think it's a little bit more than that. I'm sure that Veruca justifies, just going around. Who knows what she's done? I don't know how long she's been a werewolf. I'm sure she's done some things, probably harmed people at the very least, maybe even killed them. But her kind of justification was like, this is what we are. We're animals. Embrace it. Like, why fight it, right? But I actually think that somewhere in the back of her mind is a human being. I don't think she's a full-on complete sociopath. And I would imagine she knows what she's doing is wrong on some level. And as people often do, the expression is misery loves company. You want a partner in crime to share in your guilt. I feel like it alleviates guilt by having someone else join in you. It's the call of the dark side. She really wants Oz because she's attracted to him, and they could do things together, be werewolves together. But I think that it would help validate or justify her own lack of consideration for others as a werewolf, and embrace, she'll be a little more comfortable just embracing that total selfishness with her extra power if she can corrupt and bring someone else to that level. So it's just interesting. I like that kind of touch for a villainous character. At least that's my take on her character, partially for the motivation. Let's talk about Oz. I mean, Oz, you messed up big time here, bro, and it's rough. I guess you can be dang, I'm blanking on the term. Not a sophist. You can be not a Socrates. There's some expression. Dang it, why can't my brain work? Let's see how long this takes. Maybe I can leave this. This is what it's often like recording. Maybe I can leave this in the Patreon cut. How long it takes me to remember. Why am I thinking sophist? It's on the tip of my tongue. I feel like they even use that expression to describe Oz. Stoic. There we go. A stoic. Oz is the perfect stoic character. He's usually so selfless, and he clearly also loves Willow. I don't think he's being dishonest in any sense, when he told Willow that she's the only person he's ever loved. I believe him 100%. But despite that, there is the animal underneath. And, you can take it as the literal sense of this episode, the animal underneath. Obviously, Oz is a werewolf, but you can also look at the parallels of just human nature and humans and all of us. You can be in love with someone, you can be a good person, and still fall victim to your baser instincts. You can be in a good relationship, love someone, care about them, open up to them, be there for them, but you can still... Everyone's susceptible to the drive of attraction, of a wandering eye. That's something, at that animalistic level, right? That's just a reality that anyone in a relationship you have to fight against. And I just, you could justify a lot of what happened with Oz, because that first night with him and Veruca, that wasn't really his fault, at least the way that I understand. He really didn't have control over his behavior as a werewolf. I mean, so much so that when he's a werewolf, he could kill Willow. Conscious, in control Oz would never do it. Now, I'm sure there's people who disagree. I mean, there's people who think Angelus is to blame, so that's a whole other discussion. But this is my take on Oz and his decision making. But I actually do hold Oz accountable, even for that first night. And this is the reason why, is that now that we understand the context, we've kind of solved the mystery of why Oz has been staring at Veruca. He was a human during those times, and Willow was clearly concerned about that, and he clearly had this draw to her, this instinctual draw and attraction. And instead of being in denial about that or just bottling all of that up, he really should have been more honest to Willow. Even if he didn't fully understand it, it could have been like, I don't know what it is. I think there's some weird thing going on with this girl. And I just think it's something true in a more grounded relationship sense that, in a moment of weakness, you can succumb to your attraction to another person. I think that is true. But I read a great article. I wish I knew where I read it a long time ago about relationships, and it was about cheating. And in the article, it said something about, when you have an affair or you cheat on someone, you've already cheated on them before you cheated on them. And what the point that was being made was that, by letting yourself kind of like fantasize about the other person or, look at them. I hope I'm not getting too serious and too boring. This is like a full moral table talk from, well, who am I to talk about this? But in this article, just briefly to finish my point before wrapping this boring part up, like you're betraying your partner in a way even before things go all the way with another person by letting yourself either fantasize about them or think about them or stare at them when you realize that you're doing it, just letting all that happen. Like there is a buildup. It's not like you just turn around a corner and then have an affair, like walking down the street, happy-go-lucky, everything perfect, and it's like, oops, next thing you know, this happened. Like, there's a build-up to that. And so I think that was just something where Oz messed up, He's not perfect, and I don't know, his decision to leave at the end, I'll be curious to see if Seth Green is in the show more. It almost feels like an excuse to kind of get his character out of the show because maybe the actor had other things to do. Because it just seems like an odd response. I don't know. I guess it's very Angel-like. Knowing the character of Oz and how level-headed he is, I guess I would have expected him to have more of an in-depth discussion with Willow before making that decision to leave. But maybe not. Maybe, he thought about it and reflected and just decided that was the best thing to do. And I'm sure he feels tremendously guilty for hurting Willow in such a serious way. But I don't know. This is definitely taking a turn of events I didn't expect for this season, for this character arc, for their relationship. I mean, now what's going to happen? I don't know how Willow is going to handle all this. I mean, this is a big event in her life, and emotionally it's just got to be devastating. And I mean, what's going to happen? If Oz is kind of leaving the show, maybe he'll come back. Maybe I'm reading too much into what's happening here. But if he does, what's going to happen with Willow? Is she going to have a new relationship? Is she going to be so hurt that it's going to be very difficult for her to trust and open up to someone else? I could see that. I will just say quickly, props to Willow for staying strong and not casting that spell. I completely understand where she's coming from. You're in that place of being hurt, and it can be a very natural, immediate instinct to kind of lash out and get back at the people who harmed you. But good on her. Like, she stopped herself. So props to you, Willow. I'm sorry you're in so much pain, man. It's brutal. It's brutal, But yeah, it was a good episode, though. A lot of relationship drama happening, but I do appreciate how, it's rough because I would not want Oz to behave in the way that he did, but I also have to admire the writing of the show in the way that all the characters are flawed, and even Oz, as cool as he is and as wise as he is, nobody's perfect. That's just the reality. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope you had fun with this reaction. As always, the full reactions are on Patreon if you want to support me there. If not, next week's reaction will be out on YouTube. And as always, remember, be active, be mindful, and be a hero.